mushroom right before our eyes in just the past 2 months. College students have absorbed. In May, the FBI said Jews account for less than 2.5% of the U.S. population, yet anti-Semitism accounted for more than 60% of all religiously motivated hate crimes. We've seen that statistic mushroom right before our eyes in just the past 2 months. College students have absorbed the hostility of Islam and displayed utter contempt for Jews. In some of these images, we've been seeing it difficult to tell the difference between a university campus and a crowded town square, Gaza. Yet the story that is coming out of the White House and its loudest mouthpiece in the media and the academia is that Islamophobia is on the rise. The White House is getting all of those numbers from an organization called CAIR, the Council on American Islamic Relations. Now, we've discussed CAIR here before. Its founder and director has ties to the Muslim Brotherhood and ran the propaganda wing of Hamas in the 1990s. In 2009, the FBI suspended all formal contact with CAIR, saying it's not an appropriate liaison partner because of evidence linking CAIR to Hamas. But now the Biden administration has made CAIR part of its national strategy to get this: combat anti-Semitism. An organization that's consistently ranked among the top 10 worst Jew-hating groups in America is controlling the statistics that drives the president's policies on anti-Semitism. Yeah, and CAIR is directly appealing to Islamic leaders for its numbers. Here is just one of them, Imam Taha Hassan of the Islamic Center of San Diego. Listen.
And I said this last time, and I would like to say it again. Anyone who receives any type of these disgusting and threatening messages, please contact our office or CAIR's office. Don't bury it. Don't be silent. Don't be intimidated. Don't be afraid. Don't say that, okay, let it just die and go. No, don't do this. Come forward and report whatever happened to you. Please contact us or CAIR's office to report this.
And for more on this, I want to bring in editor-in-chief at the Manhattan Press and author of Supermoms Activated, Jacqueline Toberoff. Jackie, as always, good to see you. So let's start with this. The pro-Hamas supporters, they don't want us to believe, the sexual violence against women by Hamas, but we're supposed to believe Islamophobia that we're actually not seeing.
That's 100% correct. It's on brand since 2020. We have seen women, Israeli women, paraded, sodomized. We've seen images of gang rapes, terrible things, fetuses being ripped out of wombs. That we are not supposed to believe. What we are supposed to believe is what we have not seen, this raging spike in Islamophobia. CAIR reports that it is up 216% Islamophobic attacks since October 7th. Where are they? They're certainly not in campuses in America. We haven't seen those. We haven't seen them in federal buildings. We haven't seen them in the courthouse. What we have seen time and time again every single day is anti-Semitism, pro-Palestinian groups marauding through subways, school campuses, every street, every block that has any sort of Jewish business. They're being stopped by these people.
And, we're not surprised because Qatar is funding our universities, millions of dollars. We heard earlier from the Imam Taha Hassan in San Diego. This is a man who runs the very same mosque, by the way, that served as a home base for two 9/11 terrorists who hijacked Flight 77 and slammed it into the Pentagon, by the way. Imam Hassan was brought in to lead the mosque as it was being investigated by the FBI. He wasn't actually there on 9/11. Now, his objective was to clean up the center's public image as a terrorist breeding ground. He worked with CAIR, developed many political connections to do so. But Jackie, I want to play another clip. We've gone through his sermons, and he seems to be justifying Hamas's savage acts of barbarism. Listen.
And when people are occupied, then resistance is justified. Resistance when people are occupied becomes a human right. People have the right to resist. People have the right to defend their lives and the lives of their community members. People have the right to defend their land, their properties, their deen, their dignity, their honor. We cannot accuse somebody who is fighting for his life to be a terrorist. The terrorist is the one who started the occupation, not the one who is defending himself.
resistance is justified. Nothing justifies October 7th. What do you make of that?
Well, this again is on brand. It seems like Representative Jayapal also thinks that this is justified. I don't know if you heard her on Dana Bash. It was the most cringeworthy thing, but she seemed to say, actually, I have a direct quote here, that we need to be balanced. So, maybe she also should be investigated for supporting war crimes as rape and sexual assault is. Where are these women? Where is Representative Jayapal? Why is this imam allowed to get away with preaching this? This is infested, it seems like, in our government. As you said, Biden is working with CAIR, and so did Obama.
Yeah, where is the executive director of UN, Seema Bahous? She should resign. After 50 plus days, UN, they basically, said, what Hamas did was wrong. But it was a written statement. Where is she? Where is her face? So there are calls for her to resign. Imam Hassan's wife, she's also not immune from anti-Semitism, Jackie. Right after October 7th, she reposted a graphic anti-Semitic image of babies getting their heads sliced off by a Jewish Star of David. That post forced the local school district to cut ties with her, including other organizations. By the way, the local media never touched this, Jackie. The local news in the area never touched it. Okay, so this is now her husband responding. Listen.
My word to them today, my message to them today, you didn't do anything wrong, wallahi. You didn't do anything wrong. You exercised your First Amendment right to free speech. You expressed your support to your brothers and sisters in Gaza and Palestine on one side, and your frustration and anger over the genocide taking place against innocent civilians on the other side. Don't be afraid, nor be intimidated or silent. Never. Be strong, and we have your back.
So this kind of rhetoric is allowed? Where is the Islamophobia?
Yeah, he's definitely messaging. He's telling them what to say, how to say it. He's coaching them. And these people seem very angry. In the first clip that you played, there was a man, he pumped his fist, and he seemed very agitated. This is really an encouragement, it seems like, to make claims. Certainly his wife did something. I mean, what about, he talks about cyber attacks. Here she is posting some vile anti-Semitism. Has he made a statement about that?
No, we actually, our viewers can see the image right there. It was so vile. But I am so shocked that none of the local media even touched it for the fear of Islamophobia. But at one point, he had some, the kidnap posters that people were posting, posted on the Islamic Center, and the local news covered it as a hate crime. So that's a hate crime?
Yeah, we really need to get to the bottom of why it is that Biden is working with CAIR to combat anti-Semitism. That is like asking the mice to guard the cheese. It makes absolutely zero sense.
That is a great question.
Unless, of course, the goal is to not combat anti-Semitism.
Well, also, the Biden administration is investigating 7 college campuses for anti-Semitism and Islamophobia, they say.
Right. We have to add that in because Jews cannot just have their moment. We have to dilute the situation.
Right. It's not even really, Jackie, it's not really even about the moment. It's actually really happening.
That is 100% true, but we're not supposed to believe what we're seeing.
Yeah, that's true. We've been told that time and time again. Jackie Toberoff, as always, good to see you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.